Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube lands, it's your boy Tuglo, and today we will be starting a new series specifically for Danmachi called How to Build. Basically, we're going to be taking a new account and we are going to just kind of go over how would you build XYZ team for ABC event. So for instance, you have a team for Record Buster, team for War Games, for PvE, Monster Affiliate, things of that nature. All of that. I've recently started a second account, and it kind of got me thinking, with the surge of potentially new players to the game, I kind of wanted to see what I would think if I were with a new account but had my current knowledge of the game, being a quote-unquote veteran. So that's one thing that I have in mind with this series, and it's kind of something that I'm really looking forward to seeing how it takes off. So the first thing that we are going to go over is how to build a physical team for Record Buster. That is a situation that we will place ourselves in. Now, this is all going to be under the assumption that Record Buster will stay versus Otaro, and he will be switching what his little shenanigans are. So this time he does slow and stun, next time he could do something like poison and charm or something, right? So it kind of switches every single season that we do get Record Buster, but those are the two assumptions that we are going to go with. If it changes, then I will go back and change the video or make a new one to compensate for that, but those are the assumptions that we are going to be under. Otaro stays, so he's going to be a physical damage dealer. It will be Record Buster, so it'll be single target focused. It's going to be a physical team. Now for Record Buster, you do want to have something that is going to be single target based, because AoEs kind of really don't matter here. You're only going against one opponent, and the biggest thing that you want to be able to do in Record Buster are two simple things. Number one, do damage. Number two, live until turn 15. They sound super easy, but depending on your difficulty, they could be pretty difficult. So, a few things to look at. We are going to start with the assist. With your assist, you want to look at things that kind of counteract the shenanigans. So, for instance, if you have something that says, hey, this dude stuns, well, I want to have something that counteracts that. So, depending on the shenanigans, that can always be something that changes per Record Buster. So, for instance, this one right now, as of 6/25/2018, we do have a stun one. Something like this would be fantastic. Not only does it add stun resist, but it also gives you endurance. Now, if we have an Otaro that, for some odd reason, decides that he wants to be able to put us to sleep, having a sleep resistance with minus 6% endurance is going to help a lot. Now, before we go into the debate of physical resist, magic resist, and endurance, the way that I think of it is physical is going to work for physical attacks, magic for magic attacks, endurance for both. So if you have some mesh of a team, endurance is the way to go, but this is physical, so we'll stick with that. Now, since endurance is going to be one thing on an assist, you kind of typically don't want to stack endurance with it, so you wouldn't want to have, Oranos on top of your Freya assist. Yes, it is an extra 6%, but, you could potentially do something different with that Oranos ability. So really kind of pick and choose what assist you are going to use and try to maximize your efficiency for your slots, for your 6 available slots. Now, something that you'll also want to know is that you cannot stack effects. So if I had that Oranos and I had the we can go back to we can go back to this one. If I had that minus 12% endurance Oranos assist with this Freya assist that also does endurance, it does not make it 18% less endurance. It's only going to take the highest amount. But what will stack is if you have an assist that does minus 6%, and then let's say you have an adventurer that can turn around and take even more endurance off of it. That will stack. That is something that's important that you will want to keep in mind. So the general idea of a physical attacking team for Record Buster is going to be strength based, and you want to be able to survive. So anything that can increase your strength, decrease Otaro's strength, or increase your physical resistance, or decrease his physical resistance. That will accomplish our goal of doing damage and surviving. So a few assists that you would like to look at would be this Paradise Mood Hestia. She does have minus 15% strength. That would be fantastic for being able to survive a little bit longer. Another one would be, let me do this so I can make it a little bit easier. Another one would be the White Dress Seer. She does, oh, that is not the White Dress Seer. Here we go. She does have endurance plus 15%, so having more durability basically is going to help you survive longer. Assists such as the Ana assist, depending on your character, if they go through a lot of MP, being able to regen that MP is a luxury, but it's definitely not a necessity. On top of that, you can look at 3 stars such as Hephaestus. She does minus 12% physical resist. Definitely fantastic there. Kind of does the same thing as this Anya, but it's a 3-star version, so it is what it is. Now, for instance, if you do not have that Onsen Hestia, you can always use a 3-star Ganesha, minus 8% strength. Anything to help you continue surviving, whether it makes him weaker or it makes you more durable, that is what you want to go for. Another good assist, actually fantastic assist, would be this Amid assist, as it does allow you to heal 15% HP every single turn. Now, I would suggest the Naza assist, however, that was only for an event, and at this point in time, you can't get that anymore. Other assists could also include something like this Seer, that is a 3-star, does give 8% endurance. You could also use someone like this 3-star Hephaestus. Now, yeah, it is only for a single character, but it could go on your squishiest character, and it could be the difference between life and death for that character. Now, I obviously did not go through and, pinpoint every single assist, but with the thought in mind of saying, hey, how can I reduce his strength? How can I increase my own strength? How can I reduce his physical resist or his endurance? And how can I increase my physical resist or my own endurance? That kind of thought process is what you'll want to take with you going forward, going against any Otaro with a physical record buster team. Now let's go ahead and move on to your adventures. The reason why I wanted to make this video is kind of partially because UBW, which is Unlimited Blade Works, if you've seen this Ice Wallenstein's special ability, she uses a lot of swords, so Unlimited Blade Works, Fate, the Fate series, things of that nature. So UBW Eyes, this character is going to be coming out. Her banner releases on the 28th of this month, and she is literally made. She's 100% made for the record buster on a physical team. Now, why do you say that? You have minus 30% strength. We talked about, you want to decrease their strength so they hit, not as hard. She has minus 20% physical resist. Now, they're going to take more damage. And then on top of that, she gives herself a strength buff of 75%. So this character, I truly believe if you want to focus your gameplay or your Iris income around Record Buster, you have to have this character, man. She's just too good to pass up. I feel like down the road, people are going to throw, prison bonds, people will throw money, people will throw Iris, people will throw anything to get her to +5 in order to, really hit those top ranks, whether it be top 100, top 50, number 1, 2, 3, whatever the case may be. She's definitely going to be important. Another character that you'll want to get is this Bel Crenel. He is currently out on his banner, being able to give himself, 75% strength and that 10 physical resist kind of makes him a very good backup or just a secondary damage dealer. You can have your UBW Eyes do the physical resist. He won't even need to use his physical resist. He'll just strength buff himself and then use his single target attack, and he will go ham doing the damages. Very, very strong unit. Another one for physical that would be good is if you do somehow run into this girl, she is pretty solid. She's definitely been a huge character for me when I do my record buster, so I cannot not recommend her enough. Another character, we're just going to go through a few that come to me off the top of my head, is going to be this Finn. He was from Grand Day Eve. He is a single target monster, again with the 75% strength buff, but he kind of works for himself. If you can build a team of debuffers like UBWIs and have this fella right there next to him, you're going to be doing a lot of work. Another character that you will need is going to be a healer. Now, the biggest thing that I said was you got to stay alive until the very end so you can get the maximum boostage on your points, right? You want to grab a healer. So you got a healer. If you can somehow grab this Asfi, she's very good in the fact that she not only has a heal, but it comes with a 30% counter rate. So you get a heal. Now this dude is going to attack you. You have a 30% higher chance to hit him back, which will increase your score just a little bit more. Another fantastic thing that she has is the fast all attack damage minus 30%. That basically says the fast is I'm going to get it out quick. That damage percent is I'm going to get hit for less. So this is a very, very strong healer. Another healer that would go very well with your physical team for Record Buster is going to be this Chigusa. With her, you're only really going to focus on the heals and using your strength buff. That is fantastic for any physical team, especially if you have other people such as this Oka. Once he has leveled up, higher, the way his spear ability works, the more HP he does with that ability, the more damage he'll do. He has fast endurance. Characters like that are going to help you out. Somebody who does fat damages, look, minus 15% endurance. You have a chance to slow, you have a chance to stun. Things like these characters are going to be extremely strong. Now, obviously, there are other characters that I didn't touch on, such as Tsubaki, minus 20% strength. But I think you're kind of getting the gist of how you would want to think about making your character, right? You wouldn't want to go in there on a physical team that's strictly for Record Buster, which is one single target, and bringing somebody that does dark magic, like this Sailor Asfi. It wouldn't really make too much sense. So, with this knowledge, just remember, if they increase your strength, if they increase your endurance, or if they decrease his strength or decrease his physical resist or endurance, then you are on the right path to building your own physical Record Buster team. Now, the reason why I'm very particular about saying that is because Record Buster is extremely different. It is an extremely different setup than what you would use for war games. Now, if you don't have a lot of characters, or you didn't get lucky, or you don't whale, you kind of got to do with what you got. But if you want to maximize Record Buster, this is definitely a way to build a physical team in order to do so. Guys, thank y'all so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. I do plan on making this video for, the magic part, the other game modes, like I said, such as PvP with the war games, with, your Monster Philia, and with your PvE, Rampage, things of that nature. So, just kind of playing that new account kind of gave me this idea. Let me know what y'all think about it. I would greatly appreciate the feedback. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope this video found you well. And until the next time, that's all I got. So, as y'all know, that's the fat lady singing. That's the bells are ringing. And until the next video, I hope you have an awesome day. And I will see you in the next one. God bless and peace out.